1, 2, 3, chocolate. 1, 2, 3, candy.
Bar.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, store.
Hershey.
1, 2, 3, chocolate chip. What?
Snack.
1, 2, 3, cookies. Okay, we're back. My spirit's free and I'm good. How does the theme song go?
Say you love me, 'cause it's me. Tales of a free ass spirit, I'm just me. I'm just me, 'cause it's me. Tales of a free ass spirit, I'm just me. I'm just me, 'cause it's me. Tales of a free ass spirit, I'm just me. I'm just me.
Okay, so hey y'all, I'm Darnella Jean and welcome back to season 3, episode 4 of 𝙲'𝚃𝚃, Tales of a Free Spirit. Boobies are boobieing. Anyways, yeah, so you see me on a Friday because today is Wednesday instead of Monday, but I am working and sleeping. No, but better late than never, man. Whatever. We be having shit to do. So, but I definitely felt obligated to give you guys an episode this week because next week is my birthday. And okay, so Shay's gonna be on the podcast, right?
I'm still thinking about it.
No, she's gonna be on it. She's gonna be on it. We're gonna have a whole new setup. We'll have a celebratory Sagittarius setup, and I really want to go live while we're doing the episode, while we're recording the episode, but
No.
Shay doesn't think we should do that.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna be fun. I think we should.
Mix it up. Keys with the cocktail, drink it up. Keys with the cocktail, pour it up. Keys with the cocktail, pour
Oh,
it
we're
up.
drinking SoCo, because SoCo's doing it as always. Here, Shay. Come get your But yeah, so next week is going to be super exciting, super fun. If you guys follow me on TikTok, I did explain that next week and this week as well is not going to be very much substance to the episodes than usual because I haven't been doing much reading. I haven't been doing any research. Everybody, if you don't know, I'm looking into and exploring Aleister Crowley. Haven't done any reading for him, and I want to do a segment on his religion, and I haven't done enough reading for that. So after my birthday, I will get into more esoteric things, but right now we're gonna just keep it light because I haven't really felt like doing anything other than preparing for my birthday. So yeah, and then next week we're gonna, I don't know, we're just gonna do like a birthday kind of vibe. So we're gonna do questions, play some games, have some drinks, and just celebrate me turning 25. Because I'm 25. So I read somewhere that technically the sun doesn't move into the Sagittarius constellation until December fucking 19th. I'm gonna do some more research on that because what in the entire fuck? Is that what they was trying to say like a few years ago, that everybody's zodiac signs changed or something? I don't know, but I'm a fucking Sagittarius, so, but I'm looking into that. But as far as I know and feel, we're in the constellation of Sagittarius, and yeah, it's a vibe. But yep, so Thanksgiving is technically tomorrow, but you guys are seeing this on Friday. I'm going to my auntie's for Thanksgiving. I'm making macaroni and cheese, so that's all I know how to make. And yeah, my TT, she doesn't really want to thick turkey. So we're going to do ribs. And my cousin Fennell is supposed to be bringing a ham. And some, like, my TT's going to be making some sides. So that's going to be exciting. I'm going to be with her, my brother, and my nephews. And yeah, so it's going to be fun. Shay's going with her family. They're going to be doing the whole shebang. Shay, what are you cooking? She's cooking everything. My best friend be cooking, y'all.
I'm not cooking nothing.
Why would you lie? She's making baked beans.
I'm not cooking everything.
Oh, what you making?
That's it.
Oh.
Everybody's bringing something. So.
She's bringing the baked beans, but she do be cooking. So I wanted to talk about Campbell. Did y'all hear about the vice president of Campbell's Soup or whatever? He went on like a whole rant to some lady, and I guess now she's suing him. But he's basically saying that the meat from the Campbell Soup, the meat is bioengineered and it's fucking for poor people, and he's not gonna be he don't care. He stopped eating the soups when he found out the meat is bioengineered, and he ain't trying to be eating no fucking meat from the lab. But I don't even really care, because I feel like everything that we eat is like bad anyway. So I'm not really like surprised. But what got me is the fact that he said that Campbell's is for poor people. I thought if you buy Campbell's brand, that's like you're buying like a not like a good, like that's like a, not bougie, but like Campbell's is, you know, I didn't know that was for poor people. I thought the poor people stuff is like the store bought, the store brand. I thought Campbell's was like kind of how.
Why did he say that it was bougie?
I know, that's what
why did he say it was for poor people?
I'm explaining. I don't get it.
That's one person saying that though.
The vice president. But he's also in a different tax bracket. But I just didn't get that when he said that. Like, I didn't get that. And then I also didn't understand. Yeah, that was it. That's all he said that I really didn't get about that. And then the whole thing about, yeah, it being bioengineered. I don't give a fuck. I feel like a lot of this food is fake. I feel like, yeah. I feel like a lot of shit is fake. There's not even any seeds in oranges. I was eating a bag of GMO bioengineered oranges the other day. I don't give a fuck about eating some Campbell soup. And I need this. My TT has Campbell soup right now. So like, do I eat it? Do I not eat it? I'm eating it. I don't care. Campbell's ain't even that motherfucking cheap for it to be poor.
I love Campbell.
Me too. That's what I'm like. I don't. But also we're in a different tax bracket. So maybe he's like, but no, I just didn't get that. Like, I didn't get that. But the bioengineering, I feel like cool. Like, that is crazy. But it is in 2025.
We'll see who be surviving in the apocalypse.
Oh, here she go.
Don't eat Campbell's if you don't want to. That's all that's going to be in my cabinet.
I didn't know that Campbell's was for poor people. I thought Campbell's was expensive.
It is.
It is expensive. Like, Campbell's is the good stuff.
Exactly.
Apparently, it's bioengineered.
I feel like you know.
You think I know what you're doing? No, I bet.
You keep saying little stuff.
Because I'm intuitive, honey.
No, you're not. You don't know what. You're not saying what we're doing, but you keep saying, like, little shit. And I'm like, she probably looked at my shit.
What? What's written down somewhere?
No.
Then what would I look at? Why are you lying to me? I don't know where we're going. Shay just thinks I know, but I don't know. I don't know anything.
Because she keeps trying to be like, okay, well, we don't need da-da-da-da for this day. Because you got
me feeling like that. I don't know. Because, she just got me feeling like, I don't know. Like, you know, you feel like you know stuff. Who the fuck did I talk to? I did try to. Nene?
Yep.
And you just told me the other day.
So?
Nene wouldn't have told me. Nene's not going to tell me.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How you know then?
No, what do I know?
Stuff.
What stuff do I know, Shay?
You know something.
I don't know anything. I promise you.
Everywhere we're going.
I don't know.
We just outside every motherfucking day.
She happy to say I don't know. Did y'all hear about the dude? So I don't know. This might be news. This might not be news to you guys, but it's news to me. So about a month ago, I think it was a month ago, this man by the name of Kingsley Bimpong, he suffered a stroke and died in police custody, Egan police custody, which is crazy because you want to know something that's like a super like funny thing. My mom's I guess she's still considered a stepbrother. My mom's stepbrother was the chief of the Egan police. Fun fact. So if I'm ever in Egan getting pulled over, I'm calling you, Roger. But anyway, so what happened was he was driving around or driving down the wrong way of the street, right?
Yeah.
And he ended up getting pulled over, and this cop by the name of Martin Jensen. It was Martin Jensen and two other cops, but Martin Jensen's I couldn't really find the other two cops' names, but his was also a little difficult to find, but I found it, so it wasn't just super, super hard. But the other officers, I still don't know who those two were, but his name is mostly like plastered because he's also, not only was he the cop, but he's also the one that had a smart ass mouth, and he's also certified in drug recognition evaluation. So he's trained to be able to see if a person is intoxicated or is, what's the difference between them being intoxicated as opposed to being having some kind of like seizure or something, or a medical related problem. So that's why I think his name was more so like Martin Jensen. But anyway, so they pulled him over. He was slurring his words. He definitely was giving off that he had been drinking or something, but he didn't smell like liquor or drugs or anything like that. They took him to jail. He was in like this room. There's a video on YouTube too. You guys can watch it. He's in like this big cell. He's laid on the ground. He's rolling around. He had urinated on himself. He looked like he was having like a seizure almost. And there's officers watching in on him. Still wasn't doing anything. Martin Jensen, before he even took him to the jail, he was saying that he didn't want to test him to see if he had any if his vitals were fine, because it'd have been a waste of time. So basically they didn't want to take the pulse or do anything like that. Yet it failed to recognize his suffering, and he had a stroke. Oh, so the city of Egan put out a statement. I wanted to read this, but I didn't put it word for word. Maybe I did. So this is what the city of Egan had to say. Although it was tragic, he wasn't showing any serious medical conditions that would alert the officers that he was in the custody of at that time. Meaning, it's not their fault. So the city of Egan or whatever, the police department, they were taking up for the decisions that Mark Jensen had made with basically neglecting his dutiful training and making sure he got the medical attention that he needed, instead of, basically they watched him die. So it's crazy. And that happened in Minnesota. For you guys who don't know where Egan is, it's in Minnesota, not that far from where we live at. So crazy. So definitely name drop the next time I'm out there. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Kandi and Todd. So I don't know if y'all follow Kandi from Housewives of Atlanta and her husband Todd. Boom. So they're getting a divorce, right? And if you ask me, I don't think he ever liked her. I think that I really feel like Kandi was a come up for Todd. Like, first of all, they met on set of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. He was a producer. Not saying like he was only a producer, but compared to Kandi's tax bracket, he was only a producer. And I think that, Kandi, I don't think he's attracted to Kandi personally. And it just gave so I was on TikTok and I just been seeing like all these old posts, and just all their arguments are coming back to surface, and they always argued about money. Like, that's crazy to me. And and it's not even the fact that they always argued about money. It's the fact that she literally told him that she doesn't trust him with she basically does not trust Todd to make sure that her daughter would be financially okay if anything happened to Kandi. That's, to me, like, that cut deep. Like, first of all, why would you even marry a guy like that if you don't trust him to make sure your own kid was financially stable or good, or however your definition of all right is? And secondly, there is no second. Why the fuck would you even marry him? Because I feel like if I married you, then I know for a fact, like, if I leave tomorrow and I'm a fucking millionaire, multi-millionaire like Kandi, but I feel like I'm gonna leave my shit to my kid.
Me too.
Like, I'm not leaving nothing to my nigga. Like, I don't know. It just depends. It depends. But I'm for sure my baby's getting all my money. Like, I'm not finna, whether it's in a trust or what, but I just don't. Now, I like the way that Kandi was going about it. Kandi wasn't really talking about the money that they made together. She was saying that whenever they come into a marriage, she was like, they both had their own life, their own money. So she wants to leave. If they was to get divorced, she thinks it's only fair that they leave the marriage with what they came in with separately. So, like, whatever she came in with, if she had $20 million to her name before she married him, that she's keeping that same 20 M's. If he came in with $150,000, he's leaving with $150,000, and whatever they made during their 11-year marriage, they can split down the middle. That I 100% agree. Todd don't like that. Todd feels like he's the king, and he feels like he should basically get a piece of her money before they got married, because he's been there for her. You know, they did businesses together. He's given her ideas, which cool. But you wasn't there shooting in the gym when before y'all got married. She made all that money before you. So I just think that Todd is a little selfish. I think that Todd is a little jealous. And I think that I don't really think he's attracted to Kandi. I think he was attracted to her bread, personally. And I don't like dudes like that. Like, if you want to say this is what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine, we need to be on the same damn page. I don't want to be in a whole nother tax bracket than you, or making, I'm a millionaire and you 100,000-aire or 100-aire, whatever. Talk about something what's mine is yours. No, I don't agree with that. I don't, because I would feel the same way. I feel like if you were a millionaire, and I don't think that's my money. I may spend your money just like you will spend my money for together. But if we get divorced, I wouldn't expect shit from you. I don't know. But I just think Todd is, it just gives that he's not really, I don't think he ever really likes Kandi. I think that it was just, he got a couple kids out of her. I think that was a goal, and I think that he feels like he thought he was going to be set up for life, and I think he's realizing that Kandi's not budging when it comes to her money. As she shouldn't. So, that's crazy. But shout out to Kandi, because I don't like her, but I like how she's going about this whole divorce thing, because, baby, it's yours. I understand he think he a king, but, baby girl, you are a queen, and that's your money, and you can do what you want with it. I hate a weak woman that, like, sits around and will try to act like they're not a fucking boss ass bitch or a queen. Ugh. Do better, ladies. Pizza Hut. Y'all know what I'm talking about? What the fuck? AKA Summer Walker. So did y'all hear the voicemail that she made to her dude? Her dude that she was like, so everybody's making a big deal because she did a voice note to this. I don't even know who he is. I don't know if he's a rapper, a producer, an engineer. I don't know what he is. But he's famous too. And she did a voice note to him, who has like a baby mama or a wife or whoever, fiance. And she's basically telling him that she misses him. And she's been drinking and she's outside and she doesn't want to go another day without telling him how she really feels. And she just is like, I enjoy you and I'm glad you're back with your bitch because that hoe was crazy. But yeah, I want to be like, I miss us together. And she was like, I'm totally fine being your side bitch. Like, just, you know, just save my number under Pizza Hut. Do whatever you got to do. Okay. So I think that I'm not judging her, because how old is Summer Walker? She's like 20 something. Yeah, she's young. And I feel like I went through a phase. I was like, not so much like a side girl, but like I messed with, and when I say mess with, I mean I had like just sex with them. With people, a few guys that probably had a girlfriend, but I didn't care either way. Like, I didn't care. Like, she knows a little bit about the fiance. I don't know if that's because they're all famous or what, but like, I never knew. But it's not that I didn't know. I didn't care. Like, I didn't care. It wasn't my business or whatever. So I'm not really judging her on that, because I kind of been down there. I think the main thing with her being going so viral is the fact that she's like saying that he's thirsty for her, which could be the case, but that's not what we're hearing. So it's just kind of not matching up. But I feel like, listen, I can't even tell y'all. I can't even tell y'all how I know. But I know for a fucking fact, there's bitches out here that be begging for dick, that be begging for like a man's attention, and it's like really mind-boggling. So hearing that voicemail, that ain't nothing. But I do feel like there's a lot of women behind the scenes that be acting like, oh, this, that, and the fourth. Fuck this nigga. I'm treating this nigga like this nigga. He ain't nothing but a trick. But behind the scenes really be like begging and pleading. So yeah, I'm not really surprised. And she's young. You know, it just sucks, because it's like, girl, you're Summer Walker, you're rich, you're pretty on the inside. No, but she's pretty, you know, and it just sucks that you think of yourself as somebody that needs to be, that is like, you're okay with being a side girl just to have that temporary fix of being with somebody, whether it's physical or emotional. Because it seemed like in the voice note, she was wanting it was more than physical for her. So, I don't know. But then, like, she was trying to, I don't know if she was calling herself doubling down or what, but if she was just saying, like, niggas be thirsty for her, like, he's thirsty for her. Y'all need to see all the voice notes and all that. I just think that was her ego talking. I think that she was a little embarrassed. Okay, so we're going to move on to the questions. You remember I wanted to bring back the questions, guys? Would you volunteer to be in the first group of humans to live on Mars? No. Only because I think there's another civilization. A civilization.
What?
A civilization.
Okay.
A civilization.
Okay.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Okay. I would not volunteer to be in the group of humans to land on Mars first, because I, for one, believe, first of all, I haven't done enough research, but I'm not sure we can even leave Earth anymore. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just gotta figure some shit out. Some shit's connecting and I don't be wanting to connect, so I don't know. But if we can leave Earth and we're able to leave Earth, Mars is a definite fuck no, because I do think there's aliens up there, or like another civilization up there, and they're gonna eat me. So no, we'll never go to Mars. Now send somebody up there that I know on camera. I would love to see, but I want to be on Earth seeing. I don't want, But you know what's crazy? I always tell Shay that I want to get abducted, but I don't want to be abducted forever. Like, I want to, like...
You gonna get abducted and trying to be in control of how long they can keep you.
No, I'm saying, if I had a choice, like, take me around the hood real quick, take me to our little galaxy, and then drop me off, and then, like, don't erase everything. And if you erase everything, do, like, a sensor where my memory comes back in, like, 2 years. Like, don't make it to where I just don't forget.
You would go fucking bananas if your memory came back in 2 years. I wouldn't feel like dealing with that.
I wouldn't go crazy. Okay, I don't want to say I want to get abducted, but I do. Like, I want to see like, I believe shit. I do believe shit, but a part of me is just like, I kind of want to see for myself, you know? And as much as I believe in aliens, and as much as I believe that we're not the only species, first of all, we're too dumb to be the only, like, whatever. But as much as I believe that there's aliens out there and they can read your mind and they probably really want to, like, help you, or they really look at us like containers and want to figure out how the fuck we have a soul, and they want to make hybrids, which they're probably already doing. However you want to look at it, I want to see one for myself. Do I want to be a container to them? No. Do I want to be do I want them to turn me into a hybrid? No. Do I want to get pregnant by an alien? Fuck no. But I wouldn't mind seeing where they live. You know. I wouldn't mind being in a fucking spaceship that travels light years away. Like, that's cool to me. I don't know. So yes. If you abduct me, I might go.
It's in the stars. 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 It's in the stars.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the Into the Stars segment. And like I've been saying, I haven't been doing much research or reading, so we're gonna get into the Kambaba Jasper, aka the crocodile Jasper stone that I acquired at the Orapalooza. So this stone is of tranquility and expands your ability to focus and helps release negative thoughts and feelings, stimulates your heart chakra, so it draws in wisdom from its ancient life energies, and encourages you to open the heart to loving yourself and others, and increases the ability to receive love in return. I need to keep this shit close to me, because when I tell you I don't want to receive no love, I don't think I'll ever be able to fall in love again. But I love love though, so I'm open to the idea of it, but I just don't see it happening. I need to go talk to Rebecca Ann, because I got some shit to tell this bitch. It's the last time I seen her. But yeah, I just don't see it for me. It's not in the cards for me. But that's okay, because I'm cool with that. So this crocodile Jasper stone has ancient history. It is, okay, so the quartz in the Jasper is interlaced with, okay, so the words I'm gonna say next, I don't know how to pronounce them. Y'all already know, don't judge me. Okay? Go read it yourself. Okay? But anyways, so the quartz in this Jasper is interlaced with stromatolites, which are ancient fossilized colonies created by blue-green algae. Yeah, so created by blue-green algae and other microorganisms. Okay, these stromatolites date back to more than 3 billion years and are the oldest known fossils containing to the earliest records of life on Earth. So the stromatolites is what's, I guess, in here or something like that. So that's what connects the ancient to the stones or whatever. These stones also says it reduces stress. It encourages patience, confidence, and inner peace. It reduces nighttime anxiety, makes your dreams less chaotic and easier to remember. It's so people can put it by their bed. Well, you should have all your crystals kind of near you, but this Jasper one is if you put it by your bed or near you where you sleep, it's supposed to help calm you, make you get like easier to fall asleep, and things like that. So that's why my cousin got it for me, my dreams. And you can get the Jaspers at pretty much any metaphysical shop. This one we got from the Aurapalooza shop in Richfield. If you guys go on my TikTok or Instagram, you can go and see the video that we did that shows what went on inside the Aurapalooza for you guys, for those that are interested. It was really, really cool, very interesting. It's where I got my picture of my aura taken, and I did, if you guys watched the last week's episode, I did an episode on how that's not real, but it's fun nonetheless. So okay, so moving on to the tale. So this is the part of the podcast where I, free spirit, tell a tale. Okay, so okay, this one's gonna be short. So when I lived in Texas, when I first moved to Texas, probably like my first or second year there. I believe it was my first year or second. I don't know, but it was like I was fresh in Texas. I used to work at this Alzheimer's facility. I'm not gonna say the name. But I worked at this Alzheimer's facility in Arlington, Texas, right? So one of my closest friends, he ended up coming to Texas to visit or whatever, right? And he's like really funny. He's like, he kind of reminds you of like Jamie Foxx, Kevin Hart, kind of all wrapped up into one. So he came to my job to visit me, right? When he came to Texas, he went to my job. And so, so there's this lady named, I'm not going to say her name either, but there's this old lady, and she had white hair, and she is in a wheelchair. Now, I worked at a Alzheimer's facility, people with dementia, so you have to understand that these people, they would be declining, you know? So there's people that, like there's this one lady in there, she used to be a English teacher, and she would sit at the head of the kitchen tables and like talk to us as if we were students. Like I'll talk to her regular, and then she'll correct my grammar. There was one teacher in there, she was an art teacher. She didn't even know who her kids were, but she could draw like it wasn't nothing. So I just always amazed. And then, oh my God, the sex. Okay. Like that always amazed me too. Like y'all don't know y'all kids' names. Y'all don't even know like how to go to the bathroom anymore. But y'all remember how to have sex? Because they was in there fucking. Okay. But anyways, so the lady in the wheelchair, she was kind of racist, you know, and she used to try to call us the N-words, but because of her dementia, she wasn't able to say words right. Like she couldn't say, like she'll be like, I have to go to the bathroom, and she'll like, I have to go to like the microwave. Like she couldn't say her words right. So when she would try to call us the N-words, first she used to call us monkeys. When she first got there, for like the first week, she would call us monkeys. Then I don't know, I guess she's slowly declining. So it went from that to leggers, right? It should be like, you legger. Like that's what she would call us, right? But we knew what she meant, yeah, but you know, whatever. So Michael, my funny comedic friend who I went to high school with, he, you know, came to visit, and he had the whole house laughing, like everybody loved him. And so this one lady, so he got in another wheelchair, and we made him race, but she was serious. But you know, we were kind of making fun of her. But he was racing her, and then like whenever she would lose, or he would get too far away from her, she would be like, oh, with the wheels, oh, come here, you legger. Like he was racing. She would be chasing him around the fucking house in the wheelchair, calling my best friend Lagers. When we all knew what she meant. So that was one story. Then there was another story that happened. I have a lot of stories that happened at this Alzheimer's facility, but I am not going to tell them all because I'm trying to go to heaven, okay? But I'll tell you this one other story. So there's this couple. Well, okay, so there's this black dude. They owned pharmacies all over Fort Worth, right? So they had bread. Anybody that had a room at this facility, they had bread. It was only for rich people. So he was a black dude, name was Michael. Could play dominoes. He was playing dominoes with this guy who would never be named again in my life. But that was really cool. Like they would play or whatever. But anyway, so it was him. He's black, and then there was this white lady. Her name was Samantha. And I don't really know what she did for a living, but she like used to walk around the house all the time. Like that was her thing. She would walk around the house all the time. And she would be really, really nice. And then she'll like bipolar you and like call you a demon and stuff. So like she was crazy. But she was funny. She would be really sweet and timid when she wanted to be. But it'd be like, you'd be like, come here, come sit down. She'd be like, no. What? Like she'll turn into like this fucking devil. It was really, really, really quite astounding. So anyway, as time progressed and it started to decline, Michael is married. His wife will come visit him like at least a few times a week. Samantha, I don't think she was married, but she wasn't with Michael, you know, the pharmacy Michael. Child, his wife must have called one morning and was telling us that she was on her way. I don't even know why we were so surprised. It had to have been a day that she usually don't come on. Or she was, I don't know. But we couldn't find Pharmacy Michael or Demon Samantha. So we're like, dang, because we've been having to pull them apart from each other lately because they'll do things like walk around with their hand held and things like that. And sometimes when his wife will come and visit Michael, he will see Samantha and will like try to go with Samantha. So the wife was getting jealous because she's like, you know, I'm still in love. Like this is still my husband, you know? So it was very complicated, you know, because they don't know any better, you know? So it's like, you can't really just be mad, but I would be, I'm in this with my husband. I'm the Notebook. I'm the Notebook. I'm in there with my husband. You ain't finna, hell no. I'll blow this shit. Light a match. I'm lighting it. I don't care. I'm in there with my husband. So anyway, we're looking. We go into Michael's room. Why is Samantha and Michael having sexual relations in the closet covered in caca, shit, boo-boo, dookie? Yeah. It was the most disgusting sight ever. We had to clean that shit up before the wife got there. But the moral of the story is I would never put any of my elders in a home, ever. And if I was married, I'm in that home with my husband. Period. Because to see somebody decline like that is crazy. Like, you can go from like knowing somebody or knowing of somebody and then, or like, you know, there'll be times when they'll get a glimpse of like, oh, that's my wife, or oh, that's my daughter, or oh my God, I remember you. And then it'll just go away again. Like, that is crazy. But to just see it, and then there was kids, because they're all old as hell, so they have grown kids. And there was kids that couldn't even like face their parents. Like they couldn't even come in to see them because they couldn't see their mom like that. I think I would be like that. My mom would be so funny. She'd probably be mean. No, my mom would be cool because my mom was like fun when she was younger. So I feel like my mom would only want to listen to music, eat her ice. I think my mom would want to turn up. My best friend, though, Shay's on her way.
Yeah.
You would be so annoying. Cause you can't, like, you don't even trust nobody. So, like, bitch, we try to help you. No. Like, what? Like, you wouldn't even trust nobody to tell you where you at. Like, we would have to physically walk you to the side and you still wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, put a plug on me, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you're not gonna stress me out.
For sure.
I feel cunty. She's just a cunt. Okay, so y'all better have bought my best friend's book. And y'all better have read them 3 chapters of Secret. Chapters 4, 5, and 6. So boom, left off where she was having sex with Courtney. She was so in love when we left off the 3rd chapter. She was in love. So this next chapter, she's like, you know, she's living with him and shit right now, right? So she's living with him. He's like rich, or seems like he's rich. So he's like showing her all the things, buying her stuff, treating her. They're going to like fancy hotels, going out to eat, doing all types of things that's making her think that he got money. So she just looks up one day, probably on a Tuesday, after her being like, oh my God, I'm so in love. I love him and I'm so happy. She started to feel like something's missing. She started to feel like she just wasn't that happy or bored. So she's like, damn, what could it be? What could it be? So we like, me and Shay kind of laughing at her because, girl, what? You literally have everything at your fingertips right now. So then she, you know, figures it out. She's like, oh, I want to be independent, because she went to try to ask him for some money or something. And she was like, I don't want to do that. Which I like that about her. She's like, I want to make my own money. Like, I don't want to always have to ask him for money. So she had went to him to try to explain to him that she wants to work. He instantly was like, nah, I got too much money for you to work, ma. That never happened, B. That never happened, blood. That never happened.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. And she was like, what? All right, that's crazy. I'm over it. His nigga's lame as hell all of a sudden. Like, literally, Shay literally wrote the book, like, the next page. This nigga just was looking lame as hell to me after he told her no. After she asked him whatever, he was like, no, you don't need to work. I got too much money for that. Well, I look like making you work, whatever. So she's like kind of resenting him now or whatever. And on top of her kind of resenting him for that, he's slowly cutting down on the things that they used to do that made her, like, I guess, love him. Like, they stopped going to the movies. He just stopped spending the bag on her all the time. And so that was really like, you don't want me to work. Now you're barely providing shit for me. I'm glad you could barely make rent. Like, damn. So then she, it started to come out that his money was getting low or whatever. So she's like, yeah, this nigga's out or whatever. So she ended up, and then she was mad because she wants to go out and kick it. He don't be wanting to do, like, he don't want to do that or whatever. So she ended up going to a club. She met this nigga named Lando. He was nice. Like, she was playing real hard to get. Like, she was thirsty for him, but she wasn't, like, going for him or whatever. But she was, like, talking to us, going for him. But she didn't want to show that she was going for him or whatever. But anyway, so they ended up kicking it, right? And then they had a good little time. So he ended up giving her his card. But it was funny the way Shay wrote it, because it was like, yeah, I'm thinking this nigga gonna give me his number or give me his phone number. He turned out give me a card. So come to find out, he's a stripper's manager. So he recruits strippers. Wink, wink, hint, hint. So she was low-key offended because she's like, damn, I almost gave this nigga the cuckoo. And he a whole pimp out here, low-key, whatever. So she was just like kind of upset or whatever. So she goes out. She's waiting for her cab. And he come out there. He like, you need a ride? She like, no, I'm good. or whatever, because
She
she's
was mad as
she was mad as hell. But I feel her though, like damn, so you low key a pimp. But stripper manager, that's like pimp.
Right.
But she could have been that mad. But yeah, so did he end up taking her home? Yeah, she don't get cab. Yeah, so he waited for her cab to get there, and then she left or whatever. And then so boom, so she goes back to the house with Courtney or whatever. Oh, the reason why she also was like, hell no, I can't take me home, is because she didn't want Courtney to see him pull up with her in a car. Like, but whole time you talking shit like, fuck that nigga, he lame as hell. But now you want to act like, oh, you just care about Courtney's feelings. Girl, pick a side. But yeah, so I wanted to say that. But so boom, so now fast forward. So she's at Courtney's house or whatever. So Courtney ended up leaving. She gets in the shower. She comes out. And his phone, was it ringing? Or buzzing? So she answers it. Why it's a whole girl. So the girl know who secret is. So she like, oh, you know me? Da-da-da-da. She like, yeah, da-da-da-da, whatever, da-da-da. So yeah, so boom. So then she like, nah, you must know me. Like, since you know me, da-da-da. So then Courtney ends up coming back in. He's like, babe, you know where my phone? Saw that she had it. So he like, damn, what the fuck? So then he told the bitch on the phone, I'm gonna call you back. She like, what you mean gonna call that bitch back? Da-da-da, the fuck? I was gonna tell you sooner or later. Tell me what? What you mean? So that's what you been doing? That's what you been doing? You been here fucking da-da-da. Come to find out the bitch got a baby by him. So she like, oh my God, you got a baby by another bitch. This what we doing, Cardi. This what we doing. I loved you. Da-da-da, all that. So she like really was there. It's like really hurt because he like, I was gonna tell you sooner or later. I don't know. I just have, shit I was gonna tell you though. I swear to God.
Acting like they was on the phone.
Oh, I was into it.
There was something.
But yeah, he like, I was gonna tell you whatever. So she like, no, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I'm too strong for this. I'm too good for this. So they broke up. Oh no. So this bitch, it hit her finally. Cause if I don't give a fuck, the first 5 chapters, it's like she forgot that she was homeless. Like, she was the most pickiest homeless person I ever met. So when she's like, fuck this nigga, Courtney, I'm leaving this nigga, da-da-da, it hit her that bitch, you ain't got nowhere to go. But yeah, she didn't want to go home because she basically felt like she had no home to go back to because of that foster family. They was doing what they was doing. So what she do, she dipped in that old bag, pulled out that stripper manager card, and called her some Lando. And she became a stripper. She was actually pretty good at it too, wasn't she?
I think so. She was just pretty as fuck. They was hating on her.
Oh yeah, that was mad because she was pretty as hell, but it just was when she was reading it, it was giving I feel like a mouse in a room full of snakes. Money was quick and fast too, and I needed it. Delilah's missing, guys. Okay, whoa. How long did Delilah been missing?
At this point, she would probably miss for months now.
Yeah, I gotta read too, bro, because I feel like that shit is just blanked. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at right now. She's stripping. She's not with Courtney. Courtney got another bitch pregnant. Her sister's missing. And yeah, we just gotta figure out what's her next decision she's gonna make, because this book is all about secret. So, hence the name, Secret. Now, we're at the end where I have to tell you guys a quote, and I actually found a really good one. So this is what's pretty much been resonating with me. Let me fix my hair. Okay. Life is not about looking back and wishing that today is the same with the past. Life is about moving on, accepting changes, and looking forward to what makes you stronger and more complete, because it's never been too late to have a life and never too late to change one. I think that was beautiful because, I don't know, it just made the most sense with whatever my mindset was when I picked it at that moment. But I just think in totality, technically, I want to like talk about something, but I'm waiting until like a whole year. But like, I feel like this past year has been just a big ass transformation. And it's been super, super cool and super sad and super stressful and super worth it. And I think that, you know, I've been kind of having like my foot in my past a little bit still, just in case. And I feel like I'm, you know, lifting up that toe, lifting up that foot, lifting up that ankle, and accepting that that's in the past and I need to just continue on moving forward. And so that just kind of is where my head is at in my life right now. And then just me, I'm about to be almost 40. Like, I'm literally closer to fucking 40 than I am 30. I had a wonderful time. I am sleepy. I have to go to work in a couple hours. But I am so glad that I'm here. I just cannot wait to quit working and just do this full time. But I can't wait. I understand. But like, I wouldn't, like, you know, I think that I need to. It's hard doing both. But anyway, so I can't wait to see you guys next week. It's my birthday, so I accept all gifts and all cash apps. Shay, put my cash app somewhere. Okay, I will be at 36, so I accept 36, anything. But yeah, my cousin's birthday is also next week, so we'll be doing a big shout out to him. Yeah, I'm just excited, and I literally always hate to end it. I don't care. I don't want to. Y'all want to come with me? Y'all want to follow me, camera? But anyways, I love you. I live for you, and I cannot wait to see you next week. Bye.